Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
Here we go.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You look at this Packers defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we're going to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
Now it's Fields.
Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, Fields.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Now he's free up the left sideline.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Love's throw brought in by Watson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Packers at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Ready.
Here's the veteran. It's Ronald Jones.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ronald Jones,
his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bears. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Bears 14, Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
Switch, yellow, set.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Mega.
On 1st and 10, Love. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure, they got him again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Love looking to throw it.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
Jake Bailey in punt formation.
Here's Hardman to return.
The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Off play action, Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Here we go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Mecole Hardman.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutt's good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red, cycle. Steal. Check, steal. Hut.
Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Smash. Red. Ready.
Now Love. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Cut. Cut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Here we go. Here we go, son. Hey, 10. Out, let's go. Right.
To throw is Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore from 8 yards out. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bears 28, Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On third down, Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Still shedding tackles. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Strike. Check. Strike.
Love now to pass on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here we go. Smith,
2nd and 10.
Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready up. Stand. Hut.
To the air again. Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
43 rail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Working out of the gun. Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go now.
Final play of the half. Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Come on.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Claws red. Ready.
Love now. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Ready.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Love, he's going to change the play here. They'll run wide side with Jones. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Blue check. Hut.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
At the 36-yard line.
Set, hut.
Off the play fake, Love. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now it's Fields off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here we go.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A touchdown run there from a yard out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready, go. Ready, go.
Love looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hardman on the return. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st down 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Following the interception, Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Tariq Carpenter. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready, set.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Reed wrestling ahead.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
3rd and long for Love. And it's intercepted. They find some open field here.
And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set. Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Come on, set.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the double.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 52, Packers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Down.
2nd and 6.
Striker.
Up the middle, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 6. Love. Law had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Don't jump. Ready?
And they take a knee.
Here we go. Go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Here we go, son. Right.
And they will take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see